In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to find your Hostinger server IP in hPanel and update your DNS-A record. By the end, you'll know exactly where to locate your server's IPv4 address and how to use it in your domain's DNS so your site points to the right place. Start by signing in to your Hostinger hPanel. Use the same login you normally do, and once you're in, head to the area that lists your hosting or websites. Open the hosting account or the website dashboard for the specific domain you want to check. This makes sure you're looking at the correct environment, especially if you manage more than one site. Inside that dashboard, look for a section labeled Hosting Details or Server Information. Different layouts may call it slightly different things, but it's usually easy to spot. You're specifically looking for something like server IP, IPv4 address, or server details. When you find it, you should see a set of numbers separated by dots, for example, something like 2.23. That's your server's IPv4 address. Carefully copy that IP address. Double check that you haven't included any spaces before or after the numbers. Accuracy here matters because a single wrong digit can send traffic to the wrong place or break your connection. If you need this IP for DNS, go to your domain's DNS settings next. This may be inside Hostinger if your domain's DNS is managed there, or at your domain registrar if your name servers point elsewhere. Open the DNS zone for the domain you want to configure. Find the A record you plan to use, or add one if your setup requires it. An A record maps a host name, like the root domain or a subdomain, to an IPv4 address. Paste the IP you copied into the value or points to field of that A record. If you're updating the root domain, that's often entered as the symbol for the root. If you're mapping a subdomain, make sure the name field matches that subdomain. Keep in mind that an A record uses IPv4. If you only have an IPv6 address, that would be an 8-bit A record instead. Save your DNS changes. DNS propagation takes time to update across the internet, so be patient. It may start working within minutes, but in some cases it can take a few hours and occasionally up to a day. If your DNS settings include a TTL value, lower values can help changes appear faster on future updates. That's it. You've located your Hostinger server IP, added it to your A record, and saved the change so traffic can route correctly to your site.